Fanfic Corner, presented by Jennifer. The Journey, Part 15. They make plans to leave after sunset. It's safest, Rayla reasons. Better to travel under the cover of night than to risk getting into a fight Callum's not ready for. It's a shame, thinks Tinker to himself. He liked having them around. He'd grown used to even Callum's presence in his house, and he'd be lonely without them. But the reality is that their mission comes first, and the best he can do is make sure they'll be safe. He makes them 2 moonstone pendants while they pack. Quietly, he notices, avoiding eye contact and conversation with him and each other. Makes enough moonberry surprise to last them a couple of days, that Rayla doesn't get nearly as excited for as she should, and even offers a sleeping mat wide enough for both of them to Callum, who stammers his thanks and admitted refusal with a face as red as his scarf. They avoid each other in the hall, say nothing to each other over lunch, and past each other like they're afraid to touch. Odd, thinks Tinker. He found them cuddled together just this morning. Now they won't even look at each other? He lets himself into Rayla's room, in the end. He seats himself on the edge of her bed, watchful as she gathers the last of her things. She presses her lips shut, ducks her head to hide the flush blooming in her cheeks, fumbles with the jar of warrior's paint, and nearly spills it all over her dresser. Still, Tinker waits. "It was nothing," she snaps at last. "We're just friends." "Very good friends, it would seem," says Tinker mildly. She flushes deeper. "Is there something wrong with that?" "Not at all." Tinker's lips twitch, but he keeps the smirk off his lips. "He's a very sweet boy, even if he is a human. Your friendship with him is admirable. I imagine you tell each other everything." "We do," grumbles Rayla. "We don't keep secrets from each other. Not anymore." "You won't have trouble talking to him about your feelings for him, then." Rayla balks. She fumbles with the jar of paint once more and actually does spill it across her dresser this time. She swears. Tinker chuckles to himself, and he takes pity on her at last and ushers her away. "He thinks he did something wrong this morning, Rayla. Talk to him. It doesn't have to be about how you woke up, but I advise you to be honest when you do." "It's not like that," she mutters, although she doesn't look at him, and it's abundantly clear that it absolutely is like that. He could never." He shushes her. "You trust him, don't you?" Rayla swallows. "With my life." Tinker smiles at her. "Then it's not such a stretch to trust him with your heart, too, is it?" She says nothing to that.